Assalamu alaikum. Dr. Inam again. You see, I have been talking to you for last 4, 5, 6 videos, and there were some very interesting cases which I described to you where they are very, very rare. Starting from drowning and gunshot wounds and scorpion in the ear. Today I will tell you about a boy who I was on duty in King Khalid Hospital, Hail. A boy was brought who whose upper head was chopped by an axe by a Bangladeshi boy. I don't know what was the reason, but this boy came to me in ER, and there was no scalp right from here. Head, the bone, the hair were not there. Only a bowl in which the brain matter was visible, and there were multiple spurting blood vessels and oozing from different places of the brain. About 2 centimeter brain matter was lying on his right cheek, and 2.5 to 3 centimeter size brain matter was on the other cheek, and a small portion about 2 centimeter on his forehead. I was surprised. I thought, my goodness, this is such an injury where there is no scalp above the upper third of the forehead, no hair, no bone. I immediately asked the sisters because this boy was still conscious for a little bit stuporous. By stuporous I mean he was a little bit drowsy. I thought it's a very serious injury, he may not survive. But I tried, asked the sister to put the IV line, take blood for cross matching, which is a routine, and run plasma. I assessed that, and then I took artery forceps and clipped 3 major vessels which were bleeding there. Little bit ooze was there from everywhere. So I don't know why I did that, but I put a gauze and wet it with the normal saline and put it on the brain matter which was lying at 3 paces on either side of cheek and forehead. And I called the neurosurgeon. He came. He was amused. Why you are keeping this? I said, just want to show you this. I know you cannot transplant that, but I just wanted to show you that this was the loss. He said, okay, no problem. The boy was admitted inside, and you see, of course, they cannot transplant. They must have given antibiotics, because once they are admitted, they are out of my control. But sometimes with interest, you keep on following. He was given antibiotics, managed conservatively, and then he was discharged. But they did few things which I heard later on, that they reconstructed with some material. I don't know what material they used. They took the size of the bone which was missing from his scalp and fixed it there, and then they also put some balloons in the temporal area just to relax the skin from there, and periodically they were inflating, deflating, and due to skin is stretchable. Skin was stretched, and ultimately they sutured in the midline from both sides. They took the skin and they sutured, and the bone was, instead of bone they put something plastic, or I don't know what material they used that, and then ultimately this boy survived and was discharged without any problem. So this is very remarkable. There's so much of brain loss, no bone from upper third of the forehead, and they reconstructed the bone, put I don't know what you call, plant or something, plastic thing, and then they put balloons under this temporal area so the skin swell up, and then ultimately they suture. I saw that boy about 2 years or so. He came with epilepsy. Epilepsy, sometimes you have brain damage. Of course, some parts were there. I asked her, I did not know how you can know, but 2.5 years later, a boy, that the same boy, but I was routinely asking that he had head injury or something. They said yes. He was brought here. He had been chopped off the upper head, and they did some marvelous job. So I gave the routine treatment for Valium and controlled it, fits, and then I discharged him. I was surprised and very happy. You see, this much injury, this much loss of brain matter, and still the boy survived. This is very interesting. I thought I must also tell you about this sometime. You are facing with such problems. Don't be nervous whenever you find something. Think properly and do proper jobs, and our God Almighty can save a life, because we are nobody. We are just helpers, and actual control is from the God. So keep watching, please, and subscribe also if possible. And I will be in touch with you with more interesting videos off and on, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.